Hi, my name is Cheryl Green and I'm 14 years old. I am a fencer, artist, animator, and musician. Now that's enough about me. Let's get into the topic. Today I will talk to you about the dangers of sugar sweetened beverages. A sugar sweetened beverage is any beverage with added sugars. Some people describe it as liquid candy. Consumption of sugar sweetened beverages has been linked to weight gain, obesity, and associated health risks. According to the CDC, consumption of sugar sweetened beverages is also associated with unhealthy behaviors like smoking, not getting enough sleep and exercise, and eating fast food often and not enough fruits and vegetables. Off that note, I did not come here to tell you to stop drinking sugar sweetened beverages. Instead, I'll give you some healthier alternatives like water, tea with honey, and etc. As a society, I think we should I think we can advertise and market water like we do with soda. I also believe that water should be free. Why do I believe water should be free, you ask? Because something so important to human health should be free. While working at the Ecology Center, I learned about the importance of drinking water and having a healthy life. The most meaningful experience I had while working at the Ecology Center would be when we cooked on Thursdays because the food was always good. As a result of working at the Ecology Center, I am more health conscious and now I will make healthier decisions about my diet and life. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Graciela and I am 14 years old and I'm in my first year at Berkeley High School. Today I want to talk about climate injustice, also known as environmental injustice, which is defined as the disproportionate exposure of communities of color and the poor to pollution and its effect on health and environment, which means people of color and poverty-stricken people are being exposed to more pollution than others. For example, the Richmond Chevron refinery, where they process oil, is causing respiratory problems. This refinery has exploded 3 times before, most recently in 2012, and this can cause more air pollution. This is an example of environmental injustice, with Richmond's median household income below California state average, with 15% of residents living in poverty and more than 80% of residents are people of color. Richmond children have roughly twice the rate of asthma than neighbors countywide, and a fire in 2012 cost 15,000 locals to seek treatment for respiratory distress. Us as individuals can vote for city candidates that will address the Chevron issue. As a society, we can also use more renewable energy sources. Chevron can also move its refinery to a less populated area. My experience working at the Ecology Center was informative and interesting. It made me learn more about working with people, and I learned lots of new things. The most meaningful experience I had while working at the Ecology Center would either be the last day of the market and going to the Eco House, where we learned about the indigenous perspective on the environment. For the last day of market, I talked to a lot of people, and when we went to the Eco House, I got to learn more, and I was reminded to appreciate what I had. Going into the Ecology Center, I had a previous internship where I had a bit of knowledge about gardening and cooking. But this internship taught me more about working with people and gave me more knowledge about environmental problems. As a result of working at the Ecology Center, I am more committed to throwing my trash in the right bins and teaching my community about keeping our environment clean and healthy. I just want to leave here saying thank you, Marcel and MSG, for giving me the resources to grow and making the internship the best it can be.
Good afternoon. I would like to thank you all for coming out tonight. My name is Leonie Buckley, a junior at Berkeley High School, preparing to go to the Air Force and attend a 4-year majoring in health science and biotechnology. The environmental issue I decided to talk about today was food deserts, also known as the lack of healthy foods in certain areas. In our society, There's an economic gap making some people not have the resources necessary to meet basic health standards. I want to fix this gap. In 2006, America's current population survey stated that roughly 11% of our 35.5 million population was experiencing food insecurity, meaning that they often didn't know where their next meal was coming from. If the wealth was distributed evenly among communities to make sure everyone had at least their basic needs met, like food and shelter, then there wouldn't be as many places going without these things. Although we have farmers markets, homeless and low income people don't always feel as welcome as they should in the space that's meant for them. As one solution to this problem, the farmers market created a resource called Market Match that matches the amount you spend if you have food stamps, making the market more appealing to those who may have not been able to afford it otherwise. As individuals, when we see a homeless person or someone in need, we can direct them to a local healthy food resource like our market, or even leave some money with a vendor to pay for the next person's meal. As a society, we should stop charging people to eat. Fancy restaurants are one thing, but a person should not be expected to pay for a basic healthy meal if they don't have the means to. We have soup kitchens, but with all the money America has, there shouldn't be this many people going without food. Working at the Ecology Center evolved my understanding on our impact on the environment as individuals and as a society. The meaning, the most meaningful experience for me while working at the Ecology Center was vending the markets. I got to see a lot of different personalities and hear a lot of different opinions. Even after leaving the Ecology Center, I will continue to go to the shoreline cleanups because when you go with some good friends and music, you can have a great time and help your environment. To fix our environment, we have a great challenge, but also great opportunities. And with the help of you all, I know that we will make a change. Lastly, I would like to thank Juliana and Marcel for all of the time and effort they put into making us even more of the space that we're living in. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Emilio. I'm 17 and born and raised in Berkeley. In the future, I'd like to involve myself in the emergency medical services. An environmental problem we face today is acid rain. Although we have many polluted oceans, in many ways we pollute them, I've focused on acid rain because it's very toxic and harmful to the environment. Acid rain is the result of oxygen reacting with toxic gases like sulfur and nitrogen and then precipitating from clouds in the form of rain. Acid rain affects animals and humans. It can damage structures and habitats. The root of the cause comes from factories and car exhaust. A sustainable solution is to encourage car manufacturers to make electric, solar-powered cars. In factories, it's important to conduct energy audits. Only 47% of facilities were conducting energy audits. Audits can save energy use, money, and our atmosphere from more smoke. Individuals can simply support companies who make environmentally safe decisions, and our society can address these issues through protests, education in schools, or events like these. Working at the Ecology Center has given me the chance to understand problems like acid rain, solutions to acid rain, and activism to promote such solutions. My favorite experience I've had while working here has been experiencing the people, culture, and food at the farmers market. From the farmers market, I got an experience in customer service because I had to put myself out there and make people want to experience our products. As a result of this program, I've decided to keep pursuing a career in the emergency medical services because I've learned how a person's life can be severely impacted by their environment and health. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. My name is David, and I'm a freshman at Berkeley High School. The topic that I chose to present on you today is that of animal poaching. Currently, hundreds of endangered species are being poached. Demand for endangered animals has risen to an all-time high. So high, in fact, that over 30% of all UNESCO World Heritage Sites have experienced poaching. These UNESCO World Heritage Sites are kind of internationally recognized important wildlife foundations that are experiencing killing of these extremely endangered animals and have experienced even local extinction in some of these places of the Asiatic elephants or also rhinos. What fuels this problem is a simple issue of supply and demand. When there's less of an animal, the price goes up. And when the price goes up, more people want to buy that animal. Now, if more people want to buy that animal, then people have to kill more animals to meet that demand. So it's a vicious circle. The more something grows in value, the more people will want to desire it, the less of it there will be. I urge all of you to donate to foundations like the World Wildlife Fund and the International Anti-Poaching Foundation. These organizations help prevent poaching all across the world. I also urge you to spread awareness of this issue to your peers and to your Congress people who will be able to pass more strict wildlife protection laws. As a society, we can all look at the impact that wealthy people have had in desiring their own interests and not looking at their effect on the environment or on ecosystems as a whole. Working here at the Ecology Center has broadened my horizons in so many ways on issues from consumeristic waste to climate injustice. What will stick with me from the Ecology Center is that everyone can make a small difference in improving the environment. People can do things like eat less red meat or reuse that old sandwich bag that you used yesterday. Working here has helped me to be a better team player as well. It was always nice to work together with a big group of people, and I hope to sometime be a part of a team like this again. Going forward, I will put in more effort to preserving our environment and to using more mindful techniques to better the environment. I would like to thank Ms. G and Marcel for making the Ecology Center a place that feels inclusive and that is extremely fun to be. Thank you.